Hello, everybody. We're here, and we are in an 8-4 with some Shards of Alara block. Let's see. Play the top card of your library revealed. If it's an artifact or a creature, has activated abilities of that card. Doesn't seem that good. There's a 2/2 unblockable for 2, which seems good, so I'm going to flag it right now. Magma Spray, which is instant speed, Pillar of Flame that can't hit players. Mill 1 guy, not very good. Guy Toucher's not that good. Battle Mage seems pretty good. I think it's Battle Mage or Magma Spray. Let's take the Battle Mage. Let's take the Spray. Just take the card that, can kill something. No, the Battle Mage. Has more utility, I think. That's why I'm going to take it. Let's see. The Unearth guy is pretty good. I don't think that's ever happening. Has Death Touch and they lose? No. That seems a little bit difficult to pull off. Enters the battlefield, search for your library for a creature card and put that card into your graveyard. Nope. I think it's a stored then. I mean, it's, a 2/2 for 2. Has vigilance, and it can also ramp, which seems really, really good. There's also the paladin, but I just think the issue with that card is the double white in a set that's incredibly mana hungry because of all of the, you're typically going to be in 3 colors. You may be base 2, but you're definitely going to be going into a 3rd color. So we're looking to either be Naya or Bant, which is, not bad. Not a bad place to be. Alright, so the Jund card, Jund Charm rather, if we just want to Jund him out. There's also a Wild Nacatl. Seems pretty good if we want to go into the, if we want to be playing Naya, just a 3/3 for 1 seems decent. Target creature you control on the battlefield deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. So Soulsfire is Follow the Hammer, but that can also hit players. Seems good. What does Jund Charm do? Exile from the graveyard, deal 2 to a creature, or put 2+1/+1 counters on something. I don't think we're gonna be able. I don't know. We could go into Jund. I mean, there's some decent cards here for the Jund archetype, but let's take the Nacatl though. I think it's just the most powerful card. Ooh, a Druid. All right. So that'll help with the fixing. Other cards that are here, just a really nice big dude to just come down and finish the game. Let's see, what else? Just a cycler. Yeah, I think this is just the pick. We have 2 guys that ramp us, so we might want to start looking for just big fatties to do stuff with, but then we get hit with this pack, which has mostly nothing. We're base green right now, which means we can go into Bant, we can go into Naya, go into... I guess we could wander into Jund if we want to be, and then this is just going to be a 2/2 for 1. Still good value. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. Esper fixes us for plains and islands if we end up going that route, where we're in the Bant deck. But I'd really like to stay Naya. Well, let's just take the really, the decent Bant card, rather than sit here being upset. Whenever you tap a mountain, forest, or plains for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any color. Yeah, well. The issue with cards like this is you play it, and then that next turn, the other creature gets it, So it kind of just becomes an issue. That's a good card for going Bant. you know, it's a little slow, but it's a divination that costs an extra blue mana that you can also pay for in installments. There's also the Viashino, which is pretty good. If we were going to have a bunch of mana dorks, maybe this is what we want. We haven't really committed to our second color, if we're going Bant with this, or if we're going to go Naya with that. There's a Bant Panorama. There's the Obelisk of Jund, both of which are good at fixing our mana. There's also Lush Growth, which fixes our mana really well. Just somebody who can just get stupid big. And what do? You're a 5/3 with First Strike most of the time. Seems pretty good. And then you're just a 2/4 flying exalted guy. All right. Let's just take the big dork. Let's see. So double something's power. Beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 5 or greater, gain 2 life. That doesn't seem too great. But to be fair, none of these cards really seem fantastic to me. Like, this is just asking to get blown out. I mean, it could just be stupid at some point in time. I don't disagree with that, but... Just take a relic just to, like, have a relic. So we'll just take the guy who's a body and is in the colors that we were looking to be in. I mean, I'm not really seeing a ton of, like, really good stuff going by. But at the same time, you know, there's 7 cards in the pack, and I'm just not seeing anything really that I want to play. I could just take that, I guess. Sure. Alright, Bant Obelisk, or sack a bunch of things and get Godsire. Well, I don't think I saw a Godsire, so I think the odds of that are happening are pretty low. I'll just take the Obelisk. In case we end up in blue, we can fix with it. Do we care about any of these, really? Probably just the 2-mana guy. Just take the rare, I guess. I mean, sure. Yeah, whatever. Alright, well that pack seemed like it dried up for everyone, so I'm not, like, super worried about it. We're definitely base green, but we can definitely break Bant or Naya here. I'd prefer Naya, because I like Naya better. I have this thing where I like red and not blue. If you've watched any of my videos, you're aware of this, because I say it all the time. And, well, we got a card we're taking. Do I care about anything else in the pack? What do you do? Oh, nothing. Fair enough. I mean, I could take the Land Cycler, but that's a joke. I'm just going to take the path. Just, you know, kill a thing. That seems really good. Alright, so there's a Naya card. What else do we have? Some Land Cycler. Just a really big dork. Another Land Cycler. More fixing. So there's a lot of fixing in this pack. We're probably going to get some of it back. So I think we just take the most powerful card, which is just the 5/4 Vigilance that can then manipulate combat. I think it's better than just making a bunch of random dorks. And we have a decent amount of ramp, so we can probably get this guy going fairly early and make ourselves happy. Alright, add 1 mana of any color, spend only the cast creatures. Fair enough. So it's a 3/3 if we have mana open. I don't think that's that good. I don't think we're going to get many targets for that. Not a lot in this pack. I mean, that's just a 3/3 for 3 probably for us. At least a non-zero amount of the time. And I guess we just take the 3/3 for 3. It's not terrible. We have what, one? We have like, I guess 2 non-creature spells, so maybe Ziggurat's pretty good. But yeah, we'll just take that. Alright. The pro blue guy, pro artifacts guy, pro black guy. So we have our options of guys who have protection from a color. That's not a card. Could just take the Gluttonous Slime, I guess. It's really good when somebody goes, I target your thing to do something bad to it. And you go, alright, flash in my slime, eat the thing. You get a 3/3 for 3, and you, with flash, and you counter their thing. It can be bigger too, like, if you have to do chump blocks, you chump with 2 things, and you flash that in, you get a 4/4 to crack back with. It has good things that it can do. I think the alternative is the Sphere for fixing purposes, but I'm kind of just want to get that. I think we're not going to be in Bant at this point, because I like the 2 red cards better than the random stuff that I have. So let's cost sort that. Alright. So there's borders, bounties, another slime, just a random scattershot archer, good card and popper. For those of you who care about the format. I think I already have a slime. I'm kind of getting lousy with 3s, so I think I want either the bounty or the borders. Deals damage to only a player. Let's just take the bounty, just so we can make sure we hit our land drops early, rather than just doing a little bit extra damage to a guy, or having a second flash guy. Alright. So there's another Sylvan Bounty, another Exploding Borders, another Archer, but I think I'm just going to take the Aven Squire. It's, pretty decent. You can put it down early and hit for 2 on the attack, or you can make your Wild Nacatl a 3/3 and then a 4/4 the following turn. Just can do some pretty good stuff. Makes this guy attack as a 3/3. It does good stuff. Not really worried about passing all these archers, though, even though I am taking a 1/1 flyer. So we'll take the Squire. And yeah, I did see the other Sylvan Bounty there, but I got my first one, and I'm kind of expecting to get some on the wheel in 2 packs, so that's the goal at least. I mean, there's not really much here for us, so I think we just take the Might of Alara. It's going to be a giant growth most of the time, so hopefully it won't, be bad. Oh, sweet. Pillarfield Ox that draws us a card, because we have, a billion green permanents. Probably the way to go. Over other random stuff and the guy with butt breathing. Wow. Alright, so all the early fixtures was taken, so I guess it's just the borders for us. Enchant creature, when it dies, destroy, what? When a creature dies, okay. And that player discards a card, and then that's just that. Alright, well, decent black going around. Wow, wait. Yeah, that's the card I think it is. Okay, well, maybe we'll splash black. See, we're going to get Exploding Borders anyways. Yeah, we'll just take it. Minotaurs, just going to be underwhelming as it is in most formats. Rage is fine, I guess. And we even got an Archer for the side. Probably not running that. I just didn't want to run into it. It seems super good. Alright, so we have 2 ways of fixing our mana. Not a lot of draw power, but you don't really expect that in these colors. All we really got is this. Get some card advantage off of things like the Hunt Pride, where we force people to make blocks that are, good for us, bad for them. Hopefully we open something really good that we can just slam and be like, well, this is how we're winning the game, folks. Just going to cast this and win. Beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with power 5 or greater. Then gain 10 life if you control a creature with power 10 or greater. Win the game if you control a creature with power 20 or greater. Okay. So I get a 1/1 counter on each creature with 5 power or greater. So it takes forever to do anything worthwhile. Got it. So what do we have here? We have a Trace of Abundance and a Rock Brute. Those are the only two cards I can really see us taking here. Let's see. Trace is good because it ramps you and it gives you fixing. So I'm just going to flag it right now. I'd really like to take the Leech, but I don't think we're able to do that right now because the Leech just seems, it's got black in it, and we're not playing black, so I'm just going to take the Trace. Fixing and ramping is good. We're not really ramping into anything, though, which is a bit of an issue. Hopefully we can resolve that at some point. +1/+1 for each creature you control. Still kind of seems risky to take a card like that. I think it's between like the Minotaurs and the Recluse. I think I'm just going to take the Recluse, though. Just solidify my fixing. And it's also not bad. I mean, a 4/5 reach for 6 is still a pretty good value. And it deals with the same threats that this deals with. And I like the 5 toughness rather than 3 toughness over there. So now I feel pretty good about my mana because I have, 4 different ways of fixing it. And that's not counting like Path of Exiling my own guy because I want to not die to it, Alright. Ural. My main commander guy. Turn target multicolored card from your graveyard to your hand. There's a Marrow Chomper, which is pretty good. What do you do? Enters the battlefield, creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. Seems pretty good. Do I take a Ural, though? Do I have any enchantments? Not really. Nothing that goes on it anyway. Yeah. So I'm just going to take the Leonin guy. Now what do we have here? We have a similar pack to what we had before, with it being between a 4/4, but I think I'm just going to take the card that just probably is going to kill a guy and can also just win you the game. If we get off to an aggressive start and we just kind of build out a board, use Intimidation Bolt and then swing for the win. And unless they have a fog effect, which there are in the format, you're not really worried. The alternative is taking like just a 6/3 for cycling purposes or just a big 4/4 body. But I'm going to take the card that can kill something. Mage Slayer, what does this do? Whenever you cast a multicolor spell, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Seems good. Whenever a creature attacks, though, it just domes the player right then and there. Can probably just get there or something like that. Really should probably take the bolt, though. Just have a little bit more removal. What do I have that kills things? I have like a path, another bolt, manipulation of attacks and blocks off of that. Kind of seems like it. So yeah, I think I just have to take the second bolt. What do we have here? I guess just the yearling. Not a bad card. Attacks, it blocks, has haste. Go like you go on the cuddle into this and you're looking good. I say realizing that that's not how this format could work. And not how most formats could work. So yeah, I'm just gonna take it. So there's another guy. All right. What are you doing? Okay. Well, all right. There's a putrid leech, and if someone's on the beatdown plan, they're gonna be very happy to get that. I'm just gonna take the Falcons though. We can cast it, and it's a Windrake for an extra colorless that draws you a card, which seems better, I think, than just a random 4/4. Because we don't, we kind of need some stuff to fly too, so we can block and whatnot. Wow. All right. Well, apparently we're in the right colors, because I'm just gonna take a stun sniper and just tap guys down repeatedly. I mean, I'm not letting a leech go by. I think it's better than just a random 1/1 soldier and draw a card, or the 1/5. I'm not even going to play that, I'm only going to play this if I'm cycling it most of the time. So yeah. I'm just going to take a leech, so no one else has it. It's mine. Target creature can't block this turn, that's not really useful. Can't cast any of these cards, so I'll just take the aura. Probably not run it. Do I care about any of these cards? The Chomper's pretty annoying. Is it better than a Regrowth? Is that what the card is? What am I kidding? Not a ton. So I'll take that. See, we even get the 4/4 back. And the Viashino. Alright, so we have a lot of stuff we can do with this build. We're definitely base green. We have some pretty good fixing. So, feel good. Alright, well, just put in everything that we could possibly want to run. And then we'll sort it out. Alright, so that's 25. Am I missing anything? Maybe the Might of Alara, but we'll put it in for now. Alright. So for fixing, we have the Druid, 2 Searchers, and an Enchant Land. We have that for cycling. We are running 18 creatures at the moment, which makes Sigil seem pretty good. But I don't think we really need those two. Do we need Exploding Borders then? I mean, we get up to 1 billion mana. Are we going to want to explode our borders? We're not hitting them for we're not using it as like a lava axe that ramps us or anything. and we're not really having anything higher than 4 mana that we care about too much. Like, these are both powerful cards and all, but I don't think they're powerful enough to make Exploding Borders worth it. Nope. Alright, so by color, so all these are white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. And then red. It's like 10. And then green is basically everything. Not as much as I thought. Yeah, let's do this, I think. 7, 6, 4. Because I think I'd rather have my green for, because that's where a lot of my fixing is. And a couple of the cards are like green-white cards that fix as well. So I'd much rather have 7 green sources. Alright, let's try this out, and I will see you guys in round 1.